Welcome, Aries, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be reading the chart for you, see what's going on with the planets in the week ahead, while pulling tarot cards for you for your week ahead, Aries. So with the astrology, the placements are most relevant if you are an Ascendant sign. And let me just check what's going on with you, Aries, in your house at the moment. There's your first card that's just dropped. Okay, Aries, you still have Chiron in your first house and the North Node still there. There's nothing, we're still working through healing past traumas or looking into teaching and sharing with others to help others. We've got a bit of Two of Wands in the upright position, looking at what your options are as far as where to go from here. It feels like a bit of a difficult choice with that Lovers in the reverse position. Now let me see if I can see what's going on with you, Aries, to see why the astrology would put you in such a placement or predicament. The Nine of Wands in the reverse position indicates that maybe you have been pushed a little too hard. You've been defending yourself, or you've been feeling like your back's against the wall or it's you against the world, and things have finally pushed you beyond your comfort zone or beyond the point where you feel you are comfortable in the position you are in. So you're looking for a change, and you're looking to make a few changes and a few choices coming up for you, Aries. So just taking a look at the chart here, we've got the Virgo Sun still, and that just wants to work through what is best for you, working through anything where you're feeling imperfections or the need to slow down here a little. The energy is much slower than your energy, Aries. Now just having a look, we have a beautiful grand trine coming up from the 14th of September. That will be there for the rest of the week. Now that beautiful grand trine will be between Capricorn. We have Pluto at 29 degrees. We have the Sun in Virgo at 21 degrees. And we have Uranus in Taurus at 27 degrees. Now the moon's also in the mix on the 14th, and let me just check and move ahead. Only on that day, so the moon will be in the mix on the 14th, which will indicate that perhaps emotions will be a little more heightened at this time on the 14th. Now what may occur, or what this may feel like with this beautiful grand trine, is when these beautiful planets work together to push you or motivate you to do something for your highest good. So this could be something like changes and transformations, which I can see on your card with your cards on the table. Changes and transformations with the Pluto energy. And then we have the Uranus energy, wants you to be breaking free from any situation where you feel trapped, or a situation that feels like it just doesn't fit you anymore, doesn't feel like it's you anymore. So what Pluto wants to do, especially when it's in this trining position, is transform the situation, meaning bringing endings and new beginnings, so you can be a little more comfortable in your skin, or move into something that's a little bit more where you feel like your direction or your purpose is. Now we have that grand trining Sun in Virgo, completing that trining energy where these planets are coming together, all helping each other to help you through this situation. Now the Sun is all about your vitality. It's about your who you are, your vitality, how you shine in the world. It wants you to be uniquely yourself. It wants you to break free or transform from situations that no longer suit you or no longer allow you to shine or be yourself here. And I can see with your cards on the table, they're validating this, where you may have felt like you've been pushing a situation a little hard that just does not fit anymore. It may have fitted you 10 years ago or 5 years ago or 12 months ago, but now it just doesn't seem like it feels comfortable to you. It doesn't feel like it's what you're meant to be doing, or a situation that you should be in. And you're to the point where you think, I don't know how much more of this I can take. And this is where Uranus comes into the mix. It wants to help you release from anything that it makes you feel trapped or weighed down, or it doesn't feel like it's you being uniquely you. So Aries, there's a beautiful week ahead that's coming with this beautiful trining energy. So enjoy this this beautiful week ahead. Next week we have a lunar eclipse, and I will go through what that means for you next week. But for this week, enjoy these beautiful trining energies and let it help you move through anything that no longer serves you, no longer feels like it fits you anymore, or is suitable to where you want to be in the future. Thank you for joining me, Aries. I will see you again next week. Joining me, Taurus, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be doing your astrology charts, checking the charts for where the planets are for the week ahead, as well as pulling your tarot cards to see what is coming up for you, Taurus. So with the astrology chart, Taurus, it is most beneficial to the ascendant signs if I'm reading a house, if I'm telling you what the house is. So, we've got your cards out. We've got a few cards out for you, Taurus. First of all, we've got the Queen of Swords in the upright position. Now, she's all about honesty and integrity. She's all about speaking her truth, being clear in a very practical or concise kind of way, non-threatening kind of way, speaking honestly and openly and getting the truth out in a way that benefits all. We have the Star in the upright position, indicating that wishful thinking. It is also hope for the future. It is also a hope for a positive outcome. Now the Hangman in the reverse is indicating that you've been making a lot of sacrifices lately. Perhaps you've been working very hard to get everything done, especially since you're a Taurus, you're an earth sign. Maybe you've been working a little too hard, a little bit more than you're comfortable with, but you're feeling like you're needing a little bit more support and help now. You've been doing it on your own, and you've been making the sacrifices you've needed to make to get through your situations. But now you're feeling like you wouldn't mind a little bit more help or a little bit more support. We have the Six of Wands in the reverse position, indicating this. Now we have a beautiful trining energy coming up from the 4th of September for the week ahead, and that will continue for the rest of this week. Now the energy of the beautiful trining planets work together to help you through your situation in the week ahead, so it's all helpful energy. We have the Sun in Virgo at 21 degrees, we have the Pluto in Capricorn at 29 degrees, and we have Uranus in Taurus at 27 degrees. So Uranus is still in your home sign, Taurus, in your first house, and this is really pushing you, especially with this trining energy. It's quite powerful energy for you, Taurus, because you have Uranus in your first house, and that's indicating that it's very big for you, especially if this 27 degrees, or if you have planets in your birth chart that are close to the 27 degree mark, then it's going to be especially more potent for you this week. But these beautiful energies join together. The Sun is all about your vitality, the Pluto wants to make changes and transformations, and Uranus wants you to be uniquely you, or release you from any situations where you feel trapped or feels like you cannot be yourself. It also wants you to look forward to the future with technology, revolutions and rebellions where needed. Now I'm feeling, because it's you, Taurus, and you like to be in your comfort zone and not go out there and be rebellious, I'm feeling this energy to be more harmonious and to be more comfortable energy. It wants you to feel like you can get through your everyday, trust and in the support of the universe, that you're going to be guided here, and also speak with integrity. It's also asking you to sit in your own power here, with the Queen energy in the upright position is saying you are sitting on your throne in this next week. It's you sitting in your own true power, and I'm feeling, especially because we've got that beautiful Uranus there, it will be squaring to Pluto, but we also have the Moon in the mix as well. Only on the 14th it will move out of that sign, at the sign of Capricorn, on the 15th. But while it's there on the 14th, the energies around intuition are going to be heightened, but it could bring a little bit more emotional influence to this situation. It could feel like an emotional need to speak your truth, an emotional need to say that you need help. You can't do this on your own anymore. So this could be coming out with the emotional energy on the 14th. Now, let's take a look where Mercury is, because Mercury is the communicator. Mercury is sitting next to the Sun, so it's not quite forming, it's not quite part of the trine, but it is sitting in Virgo. So it's highlighting and really bringing in these energies of, in order for you to truly shine and have vitality and do something that you love in this life, you really need to communicate here. You need to communicate your truth and speak honestly about things that are no longer suitable for you, or situations where you don't want to sacrifice anymore, or you need a little bit more help. You need to be open and honest about these. Now, I'll be talking about the lunar eclipse next week, but for this week, please enjoy those beautiful energies. Now, let me just take a little look here for you, Taurus. We have in the Capricorn will be your 9th house, so this could bring in, and this is where the moon will be on the 14th, so this could bring in energies around higher education. It could be wanting to explore a little bit more. It could be bringing in areas around meditation, astrology, things like metaphysical things you might be more interested in learning about and discovering at this time. We are also looking at Virgo for you. Is your 5th house, and this is enticing you to have a little bit more fun. Come out of your comfort zone a little bit here, Taurus. Shine your light. Find ways that you can find joy out of your life that brings you more vitality. So thank you so much for joining me, Taurus. I will see you again next week. For joining me, Gemini, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs, I will be doing your astrology reading for the week ahead. Now, I'm going to be reading the charts and looking at where the planets will be over this current week and letting you know what that means for you. I'm also going to be pulling personalized tarot cards for you for your message for this week ahead. We've got some beautiful cards on the table, and there's your final card there, Gemini. Let's take a look firstly what's in your house. So if you're an ascendant Gemini, this will be in your 1st house. What we have is still beautiful Jupiter, the planet of luck, expansion and growth. So this is what this 9 of Cups is sitting on the table for, because we have that beautiful Jupiter energy in your 1st house, saying that now is the time to make your dreams reality. It is the wish card of the tarot, so it is the most beautiful card in the minor arcana that you can have. So enjoy this lucky period for you, Gemini, over this current week ahead. Now we're looking at this beautiful trining energy that's going to be forming from the 14th of September. This will occur throughout the rest of this week. Now, the beautiful trining energy will be between Pluto in Capricorn, 29 degrees, Uranus in Taurus at 27 degrees, and the Sun in Virgo at 21 degrees. So this is a beautiful culmination of energies that are working together in harmonious balance in order to help you to be what you need to do, or be, or make your life more, that your dream is a reality. So it's working to bring about the wishes that you have, working to bring your wishes into reality, to align yourself more with the life that you actually want to live. You have a beautiful Queen on the table. She's an Earth Queen, a Pentacle Queen of Pentacles in the upright position. It's encouraging you to be more sensible and be more practical at this time. It's also beautiful grounding energy. Now, this beautiful Queen sits in her power. So it's saying, and because it's in an upright position, it's saying this week you're sitting in your power. Do not give your power away, because we have the Emperor in reverse. So you need to remember this week, Gemini, to sit in this beautiful, powerful energy. It's quite strong energy for growth and expansion for you, and particularly you, because you have Jupiter in your 1st house. Now, the energy of the other trining aspects will be in earth signs, and we have this beautiful Queen of Pentacles, and she's also an earth sign. So I'm feeling you're really going to benefit from this beautiful energy that's happening at the moment. Now, just taking a look at what houses these are forming for you, Gemini, if this is in your, if you are an ascendant Gemini. Then we will have the Uranus in Taurus, and that will be your 12th house. This will be areas such as meditation, trusting the universe, being more harmonious, and getting in touch with your spirit team, or getting in touch with the spiritual part of yourself. The Uranus wants to change your life and make way for you to engage more in your spiritual ability, or to make way for the universe to bring you blessings and to trust the universe here. Now we have got Capricorn energy with Pluto. Capricorn for you will be your 8th house. This is where your deep, dark secrets lie, Gemini. So here we're looking at changes and transformations in the way you share deeply with other people. It can bring changes and transformations to your most closest relationships, being those that you share yourself in a very vulnerable way. We have the moon coming into this mix on the 14th, but will only be there on the 14th, and then it will move out of the sign of Capricorn. So it will be there also forming part of this trining energy, as it's in very tight conjunction with Pluto on the 14th. This will bring an emotional element to this detachment, or this change or transformation that could be going on within your close area of, can also be willpower here as well. It's not just how you share yourself deeply in relationships. It can also be a sense of willpower. And I'm feeling with the Queen of Pentacles in the upright position, it's about you really being in your own personal willpower at this time. Now we'll have a look over there at the Sun forming the final part of this trining energy, and the Sun is in Virgo. So this is your 4th house, and this is your house of family. So you may find there may be some situations around your family that may come to light, where it gives you the opportunity to use this powerful convergence of planets in a positive way around your family members. So thank you so much for joining me, Gemini. I will see you again for your astrology tarot reading next week. For joining me, Cancer, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be pulling cards for you from the tarot for your message for the week ahead, while I'm looking at the astrology chart to see what's happening with the planets over this current week and how they will affect you. So let's have a look at where you are, Cancer. Cancer, we've had Mars just entering your zone. So if you're an ascendant, then this is your 1st house of Mars. Now, if you're an ascendant Cancer, then this means it's in your 1st house. And here it's the energy of being vitality with that first house energy, and this beautiful invigorating energy of Mars. Mars gives you a burst of passion, a burst of growth, a burst of energy for you to move forward, to be creative, or to be who you really are, your true identity here. Now, if it's mixed with your Sun, if you're in a Sun Gemini, then this energy is giving you a spark of creative energy around your vitality, your expressing yourself in the world and who you are. If it's your moon sign, Gemini, then this energy of this Mars is bringing about impulsiveness perhaps around your emotions. So you need to keep your emotions in check at this time. Now, beautiful energy coming up for you with this trining energy from the 14th, but let me read your cards first, Gemini. We've got the Hierophant in the upright position. Now the Hierophant is all about the status quo. It's about the agenda, or about the conforming to mainstream and how things are done. It can be about right and wrong and the law, doing things the right way here. Now we've got the 7 of Swords, and isn't that interesting, because this is all about being careful about theft or about deception around you. And here we have a card that's indicating, and I normally don't read it as a card of law, but I do feel rules and regulations here with the Hierophant sitting next to a card of deception. So especially if you're signing any contracts, you need to be careful this week, and just be careful and just read very carefully what you're committing to here with these rules and regulations around you. Now the Star, of course, is the most beautiful card in the tarot in the Major Arcana, and it's the Star of Hope. It's saying that Source is here to guide you and help you in your situation. You need to trust universe is going to provide for you here. Put a little bit more faith in a higher power. It's saying it's the card of hope. It's the card of positive outcome for you. Now let's take a look at what's going on with the chart here with this beautiful trining energy that's happening this week in the stars. It's a culmination of some beautiful big planets coming together to work together harmoniously to help you in your current situation. So we have got the planet Pluto in Capricorn, 29 degrees. Now Pluto wants to make changes and transformations. It is in Capricorn, so that is your Pluto is in Capricorn, so that's your 7th house. And here it wants to, this is talking about changes and transformations to your relationships. We have joining Pluto only on the 14th, and then it will be moving out of Capricorn, will be the moon. And here it could be bringing a little bit more of an emotional feel to this situation. We've got the sun in Virgo, and the sun in Virgo is at 21 degrees, and for you that is your 3rd house. So that's all about your communication here, talking about communication, your speech, your local community as well here. And this energy is heating up for you with the sun here, and finding ways for you to express yourself that makes you feel vital and alive over this current week. Now we have Uranus as the other big planet that's playing out in this beautiful trining energy, and that is sitting in Taurus at 27 degrees. So Taurus for you is your 11th house, and that's about community, so the greater wider community, not just the smaller community. It's also about finding your tribe, finding a group of people that suit what you like, starting new projects, starting new foundations, being part of community projects or donations. So here this beautiful energy is working together in harmony for you to get a better balance of your life. Now I feel with this Hierophant energy, that makes me also feel about community and getting out in the community, but you do need to be careful about deception when you're out and about. So thank you for joining me, Cancer. I will see you again next week for your astrology tarot reading. Leo, sun, moon and ascendant signs. I'm going to be reading the chart to tell you where the planets lie over this current week and how that could affect you. I'm also going to pull some tarot cards for a personal message for you for the week ahead, Leo. Now while I'm pulling cards, I'm just taking a look to see what's going on in your sign, Leo. Okay, you're very quiet over there, Leo. There's no big planets playing out in your sign, so you're having a bit of a break here. We've got the Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands is all about getting to a place of assessing where you've been and where you want to go from here. Do you want to go bigger? Do you want to take things bigger? Perhaps you're thinking an expansion may be a little bit stressful. Perhaps you're thinking things are too big the way they are and it's a little bit of a stressful situation. Maybe you're looking at downsizing then rather than expanding in order to take away some of the stress that's lying before you, Leo. Now there is a beautiful grand trining energy that's playing out this week. Next week we were going to have a lunar eclipse, and I will talk about that this week, but next week. But this week I want you to enjoy these beautiful trining energies of the three big planets coming together in the earth signs. So we have got Capricorn at 29 degrees. We have Pluto. Pluto wants to make big changes and transformations for you. This is your 6th house, Leo. So this is areas such as your health. Wants you to make big changes and transformations around your health, or it could be that you're already defining or discovering things around your health that will require you to make changes and transformations. Now on the 14th of September we have the moon in close conjunction here at 28 degrees, sitting really closely with Pluto. This energy could really amplify on an emotional level here, so you need to take it easy where you can emotionally, and I'm feeling this is where the stress card's coming in. You need to be kinder to yourself and take things a little bit easier. And I'm especially feeling with that Virgo energy in this trining mix. Virgos are sometimes a little bit hard on themselves, so we do have that energy playing out in this balance and mix here going on. We have the sun shining in Virgo for you, and Leo, that's going to be your 2nd house. So that's going to address things where, if you're an ascendant Leo, of course, it's going to address things where how you make your money, your resources. Do you have enough to support yourself here in this 2nd house energy of 2nd house is where the sun is sitting for you currently, Leo. Now down in Taurus, we have Uranus sitting there. And for you, Leo, Taurus is your 10th house, and that's all about your career. Now I'm thinking here with this 8 of Cups and thinking about walking away, this could be related to perhaps your career or your public role. You've got a little bit going on here in these areas. So for you, it is your 10th house, it is your 3rd house. Virgo is your 2nd house, and that's your resources and how you make money. 10th house is your public role, so it is indicating to me it could be around or changes around your job or how you make your money. Could indicate that you may be a little bit stressed and there may be things that you may want to walk away from. And that's what we're here with this 3 of Wands energy, is where you're looking at where you've come. What other options do you have? Do you want to stay on the current path that you have and get through some of these stresses, or do you just want to walk away from it and perhaps take one of the other paths? Or maybe there's a better way for you that in a different path, Leo. So I feel they are quite beautiful energies, these trining energies. However, it's energies that's going to help you through your situations. So while they may be difficult, and changes are difficult, especially with this Pluto in transformation, changes and transformations energy of your 6th house to your health or to your service industry, especially if you're a service industry worker, then it's even more significant. But this could be indicating a level of stress here, and you may have some decisions to make about what your path is. But use these beautiful energies coming together with the planets over this week. Trining energy, they're here to help you make the decisions that you need to make for you to have a much better, smoother life. Thank you for joining me, Leo. I will see you again next week. Joining me, Virgo, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. Now I'm going to be reading the chart for you and letting you know what planets are situated where and how that affects you. I'm also going to be pulling tarot for you for the week ahead for your personal message. So let's start with you, Virgo. Your house, if you're an ascendant, then your 1st house, we have the Sun. And because we are Virgo season, so it's all about vitality, finding yourself, finding your expression, your self-expression, being who you are, finding your way in the world, finding things in your life that light you up and allow you to have vitality and be who you really are. Now, we have a beautiful trining energy over this current week, and it will hit around the 14th of September and carry through to the rest of the week. Now, the energies here is this beautiful Sun in your 1st house. We have in 21 degrees, we have Pluto in Capricorn at 29 degrees, so also in a conjunction which gets tighter. And for you, the Capricorn energy is your 5th house, and it's asking you to look at ways that you can have a little bit more fun in your life. This is where this card is coming into play with the 7 of Wands in the reverse. It's asking you to, you've been worrying too much or too anxious lately. Perhaps you've not been feeling like you can catch a break or feeling like you can rest. But here it's asking you while this beautiful trining energy is playing out over this current week, for you to make any changes and transformations that allow you to have a little bit more fun and joy in your life. And here with the moon in this comes into the mix on the 14th, but only the 14th will then move out of the sign of Capricorn. But on the 14th, it's going to bring a bit more of an emotional energy to this. So it's going to involve, how do you feel emotionally? How does the situation make you feel emotionally? Do you care if you don't complete what you're currently doing? It's to say, as with the world in reverse, sometimes mean that you're not able for some reason to complete the path you're on or complete the situation that you're currently in or what you're trying to achieve. You may need to adjust it a little bit more because maybe it's been a little bit too much the way you have been doing it. Now we have Uranus in Taurus. Uranus in Taurus for you will be your 9th house, and this is all about getting more education. It's about traveling as well, traveling overseas, or learning from experience also happens here with the 9th house. Can also be about philosophies, meditation, astrology, diving deep into those beautiful philosophical subjects. So this energy is coming together over for the rest of the week, and it'll be beautiful energies that are coming together to help you to bring about things that are really important in your life. Now, the Nine of Cups is the wish card, but it is in the reverse position. So it's saying be careful what you wish for, because what you think and put out in the world is what you attract back to yourself. So this card is all about manifesting and the law of attraction. So what you put out to the world, the energy you put out to the world, is what you attract back to yourself. So here you need to look at the people you're around, and if they're bringing you more anxiety, the situations that's bringing you anxiety is just piling on this anxiety or this energy that's going on around you. So I know it's a beautiful, and I'm seeing here time to organize for you, Virgo, but it's a beautiful energy that's wanting you to have the wish card. It's wanting you to have your dreams come true, but it's saying you just need to be clear and careful about the way that you're putting your wishes out into the world, and maybe back away from situations that have been a little bit too tough at this time, especially since next week we're coming into a lunar eclipse, and lunar eclipse will be about releasing or coming to a climax position where we can start to release things that no longer serve us or suit us anymore. But for this week, this beautiful trining energy that's playing out is here to help you with your wishes, but it's asking you just be careful not to take on too much, and don't be so hard on yourself if you're not able to complete things. Thank you for joining me, Virgo. I will see you again next week. From Libra, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs to your astrology and tarot reading for the week ahead. Now I'm going to be reading the chart and telling you where the planets are and how that affects you over this up and coming week. I'm also going to be pulling the tarot for you, Libra, so I can see what your personal message is for the week ahead. And your cards have already fallen, so let me just have a little look at these cards. We've got the Wild card for the air sign, and that wants you to spread your wings and fly this week. The Page of Wands in the reverse is saying that you have a little bit of unused potential and there's a little bit more you can do, and perhaps you're not showing your true strength yet. You've got more than what you actually show people, and there's a little more that you can be doing. Now the Queen of Swords is in the reverse position, so she is filtering her speech for one thing, but she's not sitting in her power secondly. So here she's not sitting quite in her power here. There is more that you can do. You're not showing off your full strengths and communicating exactly how strong you really are. The Two of Pentacles in reverse this week is just indicating that you need to balance your spending a little bit better, balance your incoming and outgoing, and perhaps you may even need to spend a little bit less over this current week, Libra. Now taking a look at the chart for you, Libra, let's have a look here. Libra, you've got Venus in your planet. So here it's all about, if you're an ascendant Libra, then this could indicate a need to work on yourself, beautify yourself. It could be self-care here is needed over this current week. And we also have the South Node sitting still in it will be here for 18 months in total in your sign. And this is where you'll be working on situations from the past, bringing in past life skills and working through those, or working through things that you've dealt with in the past or through past lives. Now let's take a look at what's going on with this beautiful trining energy that's happening this week from the 14th of September and then throughout the rest of the week. Now what's going on for you, Libra, we have got first of all, we'll start with Pluto. Pluto is in Capricorn. Now I know that is a mutable sign to you, so the energy here is going to be quite strongly felt by you, Libra. So here we have 29 degrees Pluto in Capricorn, which will be your 4th house, and this will be an area around your family or your home. You may feel this need to change or transform things around your family or your home. Now on the 14th, we have the moon in the mix, and then this brings a more personal, emotional connection to this situation. A bit more emotional situation it will be playing out here. Your emotions will be heightened, or you will be looking at how you are nurtured or how your emotions are validated within your family structure. We have got in the Virgo is the sun at 21 degrees, and for you that is your 12th house. This is all about your getting in touch with spirit, getting in touch with your spiritual essence. It can be a little bit about escapism here and wanting just to escape the world, but it's also about having faith and trust in the universe here. And I'm feeling this beautiful wild card on the table here with spread your wings. It's also giving me the energy of trusting the universe and going with the flow here, just knowing that the universe is here to help and guide you. Now we have got the Uranus energy in Taurus, and for you that will be your 8th house, and that's all about how you share yourself within your relationships very deeply, very deep and personally here. And this could bring an energy of you needing to be a little bit more unique in your being truly yourself within your relationships. So not just unique, but it's about being yourself within a relationship, and therefore there may be some changes and transformations that may be playing out around this situation, especially because we have that Pluto there bringing changes and transformation, and we have the sun in the mix bringing the energy of wanting you to shine and be your true self. Uranus wants you to be unique. It wants you to be yourself. It wants to release you from any situation where you feel trapped. And so does the wild card. It wants you to spread your wings here. So this beautiful combined energies of these beautiful big planets playing out over this week is bringing in energy that wants to help you move forward in your life. It wants to help you sit in your true power and speak honestly about what you really like, who you really are, things you really want to do. It also wants you to tap into some of that unused potential that you have and show the world and shine here and show what you can really do here, Libra. So the energy that we've got playing out here on the 14th, it's going to be a little bit more personal with the emotional side of it attached, and then it will move out on the 15th out of the sign of Capricorn. Now, as I said, we have that beautiful sun in Virgo for you, and Virgo is, of course, as I said, it's the 12th house, so we need to bring in that balance of spirit here. Trust the universe here, tap into your spirit team here, maybe some meditation could be helpful at this time as well, and that's where I bring in escapism as well. So it's about maybe you need to escape some things here and you need to tap into your beautiful spiritual self, spread your wings and fly here, but you really need to show the world what you can really do, Libra, because I feel you've got much more that you can do, and you're just not quite sitting in your full power right at the moment. So thank you for joining me, Libra. I will see you again next week. Joining me, Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. Now I'm going to be reading their chart for you to tell you what's coming up with the planets for the week ahead and how they will affect you or how they may affect you. But on a very basic level, I'm just going to run through how this energy could be playing out over this current week. I'm also going to be pulling tarot cards for you here, Scorpio, so I can give you a personal reading or a personal message for you for the week ahead. So it just doesn't matter if you're Sun, Moon or Ascendant. This personal message is for you if you're a Scorpio. Okay, so the cards that we have on the table for you, Scorpio, we have got the Four of Swords in the reverse position, and that is saying that your break is over. It's time to get back up on that horse. The Six of Cups is in the upright position, and this could bring back a touch of nostalgia, or brings back even a person from your past or a situation from your past. We have got the Five of Cups here on the upright position, and that could indicate that you're facing some losses or some regrets currently around you. The Knight of Pentacles, he's in the upright position, and he takes small steps. He achieves his mission by taking one step at a time, and this is what's going to help you get through your current situation in the week ahead here, Scorpio, is by taking small steps. It will take time to get through this, to whatever situation this is, and when I'm saying this, I'm talking about these loss and regrets related to past issues or somebody from your past. I'm feeling it could also be related to siblings, because we have the energy of past being who you've grown up with in the past. Now the Four of Swords in the reverse position is saying that you've had a break. It's time now that you need to start doing something to move through this situation. You can't just escape from it anymore. maybe you've had some time to revitalize, and if you haven't, you need that time to revitalize and build your strength. And then it's time to start working through these situations one small step at a time. Now we've got a lunar eclipse happening next week, and that's going to change the energies. But for this week, we have a beautiful trining, harmonious trining energy playing out with the stars. So on the 14th of September, we have Pluto in Capricorn, Pluto at 29 degrees, and Pluto in Capricorn for you will be your third house, and this will be about communication and issues around how you communicate with others around these situations. We have got the Sun in this forming in this trining position at 21 degrees of Virgo, and that's your 12th house. So this is where I've said about the 12th house is about meditation. It's about escapism. It can be about going with the flow, not facing things head on. It's about just floating on a current of life and not really stepping into any energy of working through and taking your power back. It's all about being in a position where you just have to kind of ride the wave at whatever's going through in your life. So riding this wave, this Uranus energy wants to help you escape your current situation. It wants to free you from where you feel trapped, because Uranus is all about you, allowing you to be uniquely yourself, allowing you to shine your light in a way that is who you really are, and not care what anyone thinks. But I feel you're trapped in this situation where you do care about other people and care about what other people think, but I feel it may be holding you back. So I'm feeling you're needing to take small steps here, Scorpio, one step at a time. The energy feels a little bit heavy around you, but I'm feeling here this is quite good energy with this trining energy over this week. So in a positive way, whatever we're going through this week, the universe wants to help us and move us through, like I said, with this Pisces energy of 12th house energy of going with the flow and trusting the universe, because it wants to put you in a better position. It wants to help you through these situations. So you need to put a little bit more faith and trust in the universe here, but take small steps here. It's we're not diving in deeply, we're not forging impulsively, we're taking small steps, one step at a time, but being very grounded here as well, because this is an earth suit, and so is this trining energy. It's an earth sign trine, so it's all about being connected to earth here and really tapping into this beautiful earth energy. So slow pace here for you, Scorpio. Very important. Now the other thing is Uranus. As I said, Uranus is in Taurus, and that will be for you your 7th house, and that is relationships. So this could be bringing up issues around relationships for you, perhaps related to loss and regret around relationships from the past or in your relationships currently in your life. Now I want to put a positive spin on this energy, is that this trining energy is here to help you. These planets are very powerful planets, and they're all coming together harmoniously to help you work through your situation. And by that, it wants to help you by making changes and transformations. It wants to free you from areas where you feel trapped, and it wants to give you vitality and allow you to express yourself in a way that is uniquely you. So enjoy your week ahead, Scorpio. I will be back next week with your tarot astrology reading. Welcome, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be checking the chart for you and telling you what the planets are doing at this moment and how this is going to affect you in the current week. I'm also going to be pulling tarot cards for you so I can give you a personal message for the week ahead. So let's start with your sign, Sagittarius, and of course it's empty there. There's not much going on at the moment. Across from you in the posing energy is still that beautiful big planet of luck, expansion and growth, Jupiter, happening across for you in opposition, which could be a bit of an energy of, it's not in your sign, but it's across from you, so it can feel like a bit of a tug-of-war energy that's playing out there. Now it could feel like it's there for you at one moment, but next moment you could feel like you're struggling to move forward. But this week we have some beautiful energies. We have a grand trine playing out in the planets this week from the 14th. Now on the 14th we also have the moon in the mix, and that will bring a more emotional addition to this trining energy. So a personal note of emotions will be attached to this situation. It will then move out of Capricorn from the 15th. Now we'll start with the Capricorn because I've started there. We have Pluto in the mix here with this beautiful grand trine. Pluto wants to make changes and transformations. Sometimes it does it in a harsh way. We have the Death card here in the reverse position. Now with the Death card in the reverse, it says don't let fear hold you back, but it also isn't a thing where sometimes things come to an end and you don't realize it at the time, but it's for your benefit in the long run. And or for some of you, it could be that things finally coming to an end that have been difficult, or things you wanted to come to an end. So this energy of this trining energy of the planets are coming together to make changes and transformations for you, to allow you to be freed from any area of your life where you feel trapped, or allow you to be uniquely yourself. If you're in a situation where you don't feel like it's really suitable to you anymore, maybe it used to be something that you enjoyed, but maybe you don't like it so much anymore, well then the Death card in reverse, as well as this beautiful trining energy with Pluto, Uranus and Sun, is wanting to free you from this situation. So it's saying don't be fearful here. It's all about going with the flow here and trusting that this beautiful energy is here to help you and put you on a better path. Got King energy on the table. The King energy is about sitting in your power here, being strong and independent here. He's a thinker and a planner. He's about the strategy. He uses logic and he uses reasoning with all situation that he's in. So things that he's letting go of because he's given it much thought and deliberation. Now we have got the Four of Wands in the reverse position, and that's asking you to take a look at what you've achieved and the foundation you've set up for yourself. It's saying count your blessings. So here it's asking you to assess your situation and assess what is good in your life, and be thankful for the things that you've done well, or your blessings in your life. You need to be thankful for these. But most of all, it's saying don't let fear hold you back in this situation. Now just having a look at Taurus for you, Sagittarius. Taurus is your 6th house, so this could be related to your health. We could be areas around health and getting a little bit of relief around health, because Uranus wants to free you, and we have that Uranus sitting at 27 degrees of Taurus, and it wants to free you from your situation that's made you feel trapped. Now it could be health related for you. There could be situations where maybe you haven't felt so vital. Your vitality or energy levels may have felt a little bit low, so you may get some breakthroughs around this situation, especially because forming part of this beautiful trining energy is Sun, and the Sun just wants you to feel vital. So these big planets that are together want you to make changes, or wants to make changes and transformations for you, that's going to allow you to feel more vital and have more vitality and more energy, but also to free you from where you've been trapped or held down by burdens relating to health. Now your Capricorn energy, where your Pluto is your 3rd house, and that's your communication. And communication definitely could be in the mix here, because we have this King energy, and he's, as I said, all about logic, reasoning and thought in all things that he does. So that's very, very important here with communication, learning and understanding the full picture of this situation. Now the Sun is in Virgo, and for you, Virgo is your 10th house, and that's how you make your money. Well, it's your public role, your life, your work, your job, your career. So here it's about sitting in your power in your career and ruling in a way that's logical and reason in this situation. So you're putting a lot of thought and strategy and planning around your work. So the areas that are in play here for you with this beautiful trining energy is just let me take a look at your Capricorn, your 2nd house. So Capricorn energy for you, Sagittarius, is about how you make your money, and this is what Pluto is in. Pluto is making changes and transformations to how you support yourself, how you feel, your skill, what skills you have, what your resources are, how you're making money, your confidence level, all sitting sitting here in the second house. So the houses that are in play for you this week with this beautiful trining energy will be your second house, your 10th house, and your 6th house. 10th house is your career or your job. Second house is your how you make your money or your confidence or skills, and your 6th house is your health or public service, working in the public service to others energy here. So we've got this energy here of just being understanding that what is happening here is happening for your highest good. Count your blessings and don't be fearful of what's happening around you at the moment, because it's going to allow you to sit in your full power and your full strength. Thank you for joining me, Sagittarius. I will see you again next week. Thank you for joining me, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be taking a look at the astrology chart to see what the planets are doing this week and how they will affect you. I'm also pulling tarot cards for you, Capricorn, so I can see what your personal message is for the week ahead. Now I can see that you have got the Six of Swords, and that's in the reverse position. Now the Six of Swords in the upright position is about moving through into smoother waters, coming into calmer waters, coming out of chaos and into calm waters. But when it's in the reverse, it's saying that you may be a little bit resistant to changes that are happening around you. Even though it wants to move you through into smoother waters, it is saying you could be a little bit resistant to change in the week ahead. Now the Fool's also in the reverse, and it's saying that you do need to be a bit cautious around your situation. Don't be naive, don't be walking ahead without any thought about the situation that's going on around you. Now we've got the Five of Swords in the reverse position, and that is just saying for this beautiful week ahead, step away from any conflicts. It's not your fight to fight. Perhaps you need to not waste your energy on other people here, and by putting your energy into this fight, you're better off just to step away from it this week. Now over this current week from the 14th, we have a beautiful trining aspect. We have a grand trine playing out in the sky. So we have got the Pluto is in your sign. Pluto stepped back into your house, Capricorn, so it's back into your first house, and that could be bringing back up things that you've changed or you needed to change or work through, because Pluto is the planet of great changes and transformations that need to be made. Perhaps you're revisiting something that you changed last year. So changes that you made last year, they could be coming back to the forefront over this current week. Now we've got also in the mix here, we've got Virgo with the Sun. Virgo for you, Capricorn, is the 9th house, and that's all about getting higher information, higher knowledge, learning by experience. It could be about your belief system here, religion, metaphysics, it could be meditation, and here it's saying caution is needed in this situation. Then we have Uranus playing out this final part of this trining energy, and that is in Taurus. Taurus for you, Capricorn, will be your 5th house. Again, this is a trining energy. It's a trining grand trine. And you are an earth sign, so you are deeply affected by this aspect that's playing out, because it's all trining energy for you. All energy here that's here to help you and help you get through your current situation. So just taking a look here, it's the Uranus in Taurus for you, and that just wants you to be uniquely yourself. It wants you to free yourself from any situation that is weighing you down or feels heavy at this time. So thank you so much for joining me, Capricorn. I will see you again next week. Joining me, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be taking a look at the astrology chart to see what planets are doing in this current week and how they may affect you. I'm also going to be pulling tarot cards just to get a little bit more of a personal message for you for the week ahead, Aquarius. So this is for Sun, Moon, and Ascendant signs, but of course it's the Ascendants that are going to get the most out of the placements relating to houses when I talk about houses of the charts. So we've got the Nine of Pentacles stepping up firstly. Nine of Pentacles is in a time of abundance. It's saying enjoy your abundance. The Star card from the Major Arcana is the card of hope and positive outcome. So you have some beautiful cards on the table, Aquarius. We have also got the Page of Cups, and it's just asking you to practice a little bit of empathy over this current week. And here we have 5 of Cups, and that's all about loss and regret. So here I feel these two are connected, and it's about being empathetic to those who have had losses and regrets around you. It may not be you personally, but I'm feeling because we have the empathy card sitting right there, you may have to be a little bit more empathetic to people that have experienced. And when I say empathetic, I'm not, it's not sympathy, it's empathy. So maybe it's something that you have not been through yourself personally, but somebody close to you may be experiencing something where you're going to need to be very empathetic in this situation. But for you personally, Aquarius, we have an energy of abundance, luck, and positive outcome for you on the table with your message ahead for the week ahead. But in the stars, we have beautiful planets playing out here, forming a grand trine, and that is Pluto, the planet of changes and transformations. That is sitting in Capricorn, your 12th house. So here it's sitting, and it has been sitting in Aquarius in the last couple of months, but it's just retrograded back into 29 degrees Capricorn, back into the earth sign. So here it's giving you a little bit of relief out of your first house, Aquarius, and that's why I'm feeling we've got these beautiful cards on the table, because the energy is much lighter without Pluto in your first house. But Pluto's retrograded back into your 12th house, and here we're looking at changes and transformations around how you meditate, your religion, your philosophy, what you're into in a metaphysical kind of sense. So maybe doing a deep dive and on different things, and looking into religions, or looking into astrology or meditation, or taking the time to meditate a little bit more, but going with the flow here and trusting that source is going to provide, because that's what the 12th house means. And here with the star on the table is also saying the same thing. So we have got Uranus in Taurus, and Taurus will be your 4th house. So this could bring up things around your family. Now this could be here where we have this empathy that's needed around your family energy here. So you may need to be a little bit empathetic to what's going on with family members or within your home. We have got the sun in Virgo, and for you that is your 8th house. So that brings in energies of how you show yourself deeply. It can be your personal willpower, it can be things like inheritances, and other people's money. So this is all forming part of this grand trine that's playing out in the sky over this current week. But you've got some beautiful cards on the table for you for the week ahead, but you've also got some things that you're dealing with people around you, Aquarius. So just be bright and positive and enjoy your abundance, but be mindful of what other people are going through around you. Thank you for joining me, Aquarius. I will see you again next week. Thank you for joining me, Pisces, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be taking a look at the astrology chart to tell you what's going on with the planets in the sky over this current week and how they may affect you. I'm also going to be pulling tarot cards to give you a personal message for the week ahead. Now you've got the 4 of Cups, and that's in the reverse position. So it's saying maybe you should accept some of those offers, or some things that you've been thinking about declining. Maybe you should give them a second thought. We've got the Magician in the reverse position. That's indicating that at this time, don't be too forceful with this situation. It's also asking you to think about how you manifest and where you put your energy here. It's about putting your energy in the right places. Now we've got 5 of Swords in the reverse position, and that's just asking you over this current week that it's not worth the fight. Step away from conflict over this current week. With the Ace of Pentacles in the upright position, it could be you having new opportunities around your work, around making money, around new assets could be coming in. It could be that you're in for a windfall here. It could be money coming in for you, or it could be issues around money, or stepping away from struggles around money here with the step away from conflict here, stepping away from conflicts about money could also be on the table here for some of you. Now in the sky, in the planets, we have a beautiful aspect. We have a grand trine playing out in the energy of earth signs. So it's very practical energy here. It's about how you make your money, your physical body, grounding in nature. That's all here playing out in this earth sign energy. We've got Pluto. Pluto's in Capricorn, and that is your 11th house. So it's about your community. It's about projects. It's about engaging with other people here. we have got, and it wants to make changes and transformations around that energy. So maybe some changes to projects that you're working on. We have got Sun in Virgo, and for you, that is your 7th house. So you could have some things going on around your partner or around your relationships where you may need to be a little bit more receptive to other people that you're close to. And we have got Uranus finally making up the 3rd aspect of this trining energy, and Uranus is in Taurus at 27 degrees. So for you, that is your 3rd house, and that's all about communication. Again, that's bringing in this energy around communication, around relationships, and being a little bit more receptive to other people's opinions. Now, having a look at the beautiful energy, because this trining energy is helpful energy, here to help us through our current situations and here to help us grow, especially if you're within relationships. For you Pisces, it's about helping your relationship grow. You need to step away from conflict here, and you need to be more receptive and open to maybe other people's opinions of things. I think it's going to help you a little bit this week, Pisces. So have a beautiful week here. Be open to any offers that you have, and but don't force things. It's saying with the Magician, don't force things to happen. Let them happen naturally. Stay away from conflict and listen to what other people are saying, but could be in for some breakthroughs around money. So thank you for joining me, Pisces. I will see you again next week.